Welcome back to the Southern Nevada Sports Network. Joining us right now is guest number 2 ever. Looking very suave as well. Very suave.
I knew he'd be looking fresh.
I should have worn a tie now. I feel bad for not wearing a tie. Denzel Daniels joins us. Welcome, Zelly.
Hey, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you for having me, for sure.
Absolutely. So what's going on? Look at you looking good. Tell us about your cardigan here, man.
Right here, just a little tie that I got from my 2-year mission. I'm LDS, of course, as you guys know. Right here is the Las Vegas Temple tie clip. And this thing right here I just received yesterday from my grandma, actually my wife's grandma. So through marriage, it was her dad's, who was my grandpa Stookie. And you just see his little name in there. So this is ancient. He wore this at Dixie High School, the Flyers in St. George, Utah. So not too far from here.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Extremely suave. Extremely suave, that's for sure.
I definitely feel underdressed.
But on to the football stuff, the important stuff, of course. Being a punter myself, I'm just glad you're on my team, Zelly, because those wheels are absolutely unbelievable. We'll definitely be getting some highlights on this show shortly. We did bring some in, but they were in the different format, so we'll get that organised for next week.
Sure.
But yeah, those wheels, mate. Have you always been like that?
Always been fast. I got it from my mother, to be exact. But I just feel that as you grow up and you start maturing, that's when you start getting used to the speed and start getting faster. So I think I got faster out of high school. I definitely believe I'm faster than what I was in high school as well. But just a few of those punts, the way he kicked it, it's just they just gave me the hole, and I just took off, and just got to thank my teammates for blocking, for sure.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
Well, the speed of it is actually one thing, to be able to hit those holes, but the way that they set up the wall was perfect.
Yes, sir.
And basically, you had to make a couple moves to get by.
Yeah.
And when you turned on those burners, it was like lights out, man.
The first one I was really energized, and the second one I was kind of winded. So I kind of started off slow, but when I saw the hole there, I was like, okay, I don't have too long until I got to get through there. So I just tried to turn it on as fast as I could, and thank goodness I was able to get through there and get a few blocks. I kind of was upset with that one because I got tripped up at the 8-yard line, 8 or 7-yard line, went to take it back. I had my mother and as well as some other of my family members in the stands as well.
Well, the one thing that the defender did, and to give this guy credit, he actually blocked the home player into you, which was really his only chance. He had no chance to get to you.
Yeah.
And what happened was he actually blocked the guy into you, and there wasn't really any way around it.
That was Doc, and that's the person who's probably 5 yards in front of me when we're doing punt return. He'll come to me and say, what side? And I'll tell him what side I'm going to run to, and he's ended up getting hit, and he thought I was going to cut back in, which I should have cut back in. It was a nice hole there. I just gotta start studying it more and just reading it a lot more. And it's been 3 years since I've played, so.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, you picked it up very quickly, and to give Doc some credit, Doc is a personal trainer.
Yes, sir.
And he's a beast. He's got some hits so far this year. I mean, a couple of game stoppages actually, because he had hit somebody so hard.
Yeah.
So he gets out there and plays 100%, and he's definitely the guy you want in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
But, tell us what happened a couple weeks ago. We had a game a couple weeks ago. You caught that little out pass for 75-yard touchdown.
Oh, yeah, that was against the Vegas Hawks. Definitely shout out to the Vegas Hawks before I even talk about that. Good team. It was the third down, I believe, and Coach called the 0770, that's which I had, the post corner. And I just did the route, and it was there. But when I saw the highlight, the guy was pretty close to me. I didn't know that. But when I caught it, I just saw that I had it, so I just took off. And I didn't know how close it was to me when I was running. But
put those afterburners on, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
No one's touching it.
Little shout out to the cameraman.
Yeah, definitely.
I got to give myself some props here.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you know what? I just picked up that. I actually never shot games before. And I've really felt like that, you guys deserve, because of the effort and everything you guys put in to have other people be able to see that. So, I went out and bought a camera, and I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and do this myself, And kind of some trial and error. If you watch the whole game film, I make some mistakes, but just on your play, I got it right, so that was good.
Yes, sir. I think you do a pretty good job, and for your first year doing it, that's really good.
Yeah, second year actually.
Second year.
If you ever want to see any of those highlights, by the way, they're on our YouTube page. We actually have a YouTube page. It's called The Vegas Lions, and that's along with all of our social media, Google Plus, Periscope, Facebook, Twitter, all the Vegas Lions.
Yes, sir.
So we try to keep it simple.
So, Zelly, talk us through, obviously, before. So you haven't played for 3 years, you were saying?
Yes, sir.
Talk us about before that. Where were you playing and what position?
Before I was playing, I was just in high school, and I was going to hang it up because I was going to Dixie State. I was going to just do school and try and do basketball, but with my height and everything, I just kind of just blew it off.
What is that height since we're sitting down?
I am 5'7".
He's standing up right now. No, sorry, mate.
I'm actually just 5'7", 150. But went to Dixie State in St. George, Utah, and I decided to want to play rugby. So I played rugby before I even did football.
Nice.
And I wanted to, once I saw the football team up there at Dixie State, I thought I could play with them. I felt I can. I still do believe I can play with them. And I wanted to play, so I was going to go play the very next year, but I ended up deciding to go on my 2-year LDS Mormon mission.
Okay. Well, God first, man.
Got to. You preach.
I'm a big believer of God first. And
oh yeah, you preach day one faith, family, football. You know, that's something that I live by, and that's something that I always try to mention in the photos that you take of me, or when the photographer's out there and you take a picture and I post it on Facebook or Instagram. You know, always put the Vegas Lions, faith, family, football. You know.
Absolutely. And you I guess you got some flack from that last touchdown you ran back, and it was funny because if you looked at the video, it might have looked like you were taunting, but explain to us what exactly happened. Which made a lot of sense. I didn't think you were taunting, but I did see a little backlash.
Yeah, I was getting. I wouldn't say people like just saying I was showing off, but they thought I was showing off. But actually, it was just my parents in the back of the end zone, in the corner. So I caught it. I knew they were already there. So when I caught it, I said, I got to score now. They're there. That was my dad's first game seeing me play, because the first game against Bakersfield, he was in California. He coached the Las Vegas, the Little Rebels, the softball travel team. So he wasn't able to make it. So it's been a long time since he ever seen me play. And he thought I was rusty, and then he saw the two returns, of course, from Bakersfield, and then had to let him know that just wasn't something that was just a week one thing or a comeback luck. But I just wanted to show the love to him, and when people was asking why you showing off, I kind of was like, I'm just honoring the fifth commandment, honor thy mother and father. But that was just definitely from my parents and just showing them love for what they do for me.
Amen. I'm with you on that.
Nothing wrong with that, Zelly, at all. So tell us, I was just going to say, tell us a little bit about yourself, sort of off-field, like who are your favourite sports teams?
Favorite sports team? I started football. I'm actually from Detroit, Michigan, so I'm here with Jeff, so I love the Lions.
City, baby.
Go Blue.
Go Blue, of course. And then, of course...
he's Sparty, though.
Yeah, I do love Sparty.
He's a little confused,
you Sparty? Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Go Michigan State. I hope you guys can pull it out. I just can't stand how they're just getting ranked so low now, and they're so undefeated. Ohio State's not doing too much. But and also, I like Peyton Manning, so I'm a Broncos fan now as well. Rugby, I will say I like the All Blacks, but everyone liked the All Blacks. Everybody liked the All Blacks.
What just happened?
What about the Wallabies, mate? Come on. What about the Wallabies?
What just happened here?
Everybody liked the All Blacks, but not me. I'll say I'm more of I like the African team, South Africa a little bit, as well as who was that? I can't even think of their name, but it get back to me.
I can't wait for the first bounce myself.
I've said to him
Fiji.
three times, first bounce is Aussie rules.
Oh, that's right.
And every time he says kickoff with rugby. So we're about to go to our last break. We might actually get you to hang around, Zelly, if that's all right for the last break.
That'd be great.
Okay. Thanks very much. We'll be back shortly.
Thank you.